Ayo, what's going on, viewers of the tube? If you're getting tired and bored of YouTube, don't, because you just set your eyes upon the crypto channel that can take boring content and turn it into something that makes your jaw drop.
Diane, I got something real important to tell you.
Are you trying to tell me the machine works? Do the kids know?
Well, yeah, the kids know.
That's great.
It's not that great.
Why?
The kids, and the Thompson kids too.
What?
They're in the backyard.
Walt Disney Home Video presents Honey, the Kids. Rick Moranis is Professor Wayne Zielinski.
Are you saying that machine
My kid?
No.
If the machine had the kids, there'd be pieces of them everywhere.
Wayne?
You know our perfectly timed bleeps. It's time for Chico Crypto. Well, my friends, there is something that we cannot let slide right by. It's the elephant in the room regarding the crypto markets, and I'm basically the only crypto YouTuber and lone influencer bringing it up to this day. I'm talking about the Tether cartel and the stablecoin of the crypto markets, USDT. Well, we finally got an update of the circulating supply of USDT from the major data aggregation sites like CoinMarketCap and our new choice, CoinGecko. And look at that jump. It all didn't happen on that day they have posted, but the site updated the supply on that day from a multitude of prints that happened throughout March. But it's literally a jump of 2 billion USDT. And getting the exact circulating supply of USDT? Not that easy. CoinGecko has over 6.33 billion. Going to CoinMarketCap, they have a total supply of over 6.57 billion and circulating at just 6.16 billion. So even the top data aggregators cannot track USDT prints accurately. They have no idea when, how, or why USDT prints happen. Thus, they have to wait and bulk add them when someone can figure it out. Why is this so difficult? Well, for one, they have moved off the Bitcoin blockchain's Omni layer and moved prints to other blockchains and networks, a total of 6 to be exact. Ethereum, EOS, Tron, Liquid Network, Algorand, and the most recent one, just announced on March 20th, Bitcoin Cash. So out of these 7 blockchains or sidechains, only Bitcoin's Omni layer and Ethereum can be trusted. EOS and Tron are failed DPoS chains. Liquid is a fully private blockstream controlled Bitcoin sidechain, and Algorand is an unproven proof of stake chain. And their most recent one, Bitcoin Cash. Is it decentralized? According to their community it is, but in May a 51% attack was performed and miners undid some transactions. And if you've watched my channel before, you know who is behind Bitcoin Cash, Roger Ver, who is highly involved with the Tether cartel, including Crypto Capital, Coinapol, Ira Miller, and more. I could do the content again, but I already did it in a Roger Ver Ripple Exposed video posted in early February. Let's watch now. So why is this bad? Well, in my opinion, Roger Ver is a part of something that goes deeper than anyone wants to believe. The Tether cartel, specifically helping out with the technology that Crypto Capital used through Coinapol. From this 2014 article, Gonzo in Panama, Bitcoin investor Roger Ver and Barry Silbert get tropical, with a picture of Ira Miller, CEO of Coinapol. The article talks about the Panamanian company's first investors. The seed investment announced today was participated in by serial investor Roger Ver, aka Bitcoin Jesus, Bitcoin Trust founder Barry Silbert, and Eric Voorhees, a serial entrepreneur and co-founder of Coinapol before he stepped away from managing responsibilities to see legal issues related to the sale of his first Bitcoin startup, Satoshi Dice. And just going to Coinapol's website, which is literally still up to this day, we can see the company went down in December of 2018, and just a bit lower, now integrated with Crypto Capital. Whoopee!
Hey look, my mom's here. Whoopee.
So if you've been following my channel, December 2018 is when the shadow bank Crypto Capital lost $850 million of Tether and Bitfinex funds. This Cointelegraph article about the ordeal sums it up nicely. Crypto Capital is a Panama-based firm that the US Department of Justice claims provided shadow banking services to several cryptocurrency exchanges, including Bitfinex, Binance, CX.io, Coinapult, and Quadriga CX. Oh, so nice having Coinapult next to all those beautiful names in the space. Quadriga, CX, Bitfinex, Binance, which if you understand Veer, he is involved with most of these names and then some. Highly comfortable transferring large amounts of Bitcoin to Bitfinex, 25,000 or more at a time, as seen here. Being an angel investor in Binance. And his Coinapult CEO, Ira Miller, created none other than the Crypto Capital API. How do we know this? While going to his Gitter chat for his website, Degener, a time in rap says, "Hi guys, Crypto Capital pointed me here. We're having trouble connecting to their API. I'm just trying to get the example code to work." Well, Ira answers below. He deleted something, I wish we could see that, but says, "Trust me, I wrote the unit test. It does exactly what you show, assuming is an INT account number like 9 million. Yup, so that confirms Ira was highly involved with Crypto Capital. And then because we know he owns Degener, we can go to their GitHub. Scroll down, there is the Crypto Capital API, and look, Ira Miller as the sole person. And if we clicked into the collection of Bitcoin exchange clients, we can see Ira created clients for all the shit in the space. Poloniex, OKCoin, Kraken, Huobi, BTC, BTC China, Bitstamp, Bitfinex. So not good having Tether prints on a blockchain from someone who is highly connected to all the shade in the space. But I get why they are spreading the prints across blockchains. It's a lot easier to hide and create a world of problems for the tracking and tracing of where that USDT goes. Like I mentioned, neither CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap can get accurate info, but even others can't get it right. Messari shows just over 6.09 billion, and another lesser known aggregator, Nomics, has supply at 6.43 billion. This means every single data aggregator shows a different supply. Something is wrong, something is broken. There were some Twitter accounts and people out there who were trying to track it themselves since the top data aggregation sites were failing them. At Tether Printer on Twitter did a damn fine job for a long time, but mysteriously went silent in October of 2018. Although in May they resurfaced and said this: "Breaking my silence to issue this warning. If you hold any cryptocurrency on an exchange that also deals with Tether, withdraw all your funds immediately. If you don't hold your own keys, you don't hold your own cryptocurrency." And listen to @Bitfinex. And they haven't tweeted since. And Bitfinex, he was the one telling everyone about this for a long time, exposing the cartel and their lack of reserves. And what has happened with this guy? Well, he is still on Twitter retweeting "Money Printer Go Burr" and retweeting this from Mike Novogratz. BTC was always a confidence game. All crypto is. And it appears global confidence in just about anything has evaporated. What brings it back to BTC? And Bitfinex posts a definition of a confidence game, which is a swindle in which the victim is persuaded to trust the swindler in some way. And the swindlers, who are they? Maybe the Tether USDT cartel and maybe old Mikey himself, as it was found out that his Galaxy Digital was applying to become a customer of Tether on October 10th of 2018. I wonder why Mikey wanted to get ingrained with those guys. Well, look at this CCN article from November of 2018. Crypto firm Galaxy Digital is losing an average of 15 million every month. So what's up with the radio silence, as every account of a person who reports on this regularly eventually ends up going silent after a period of time? Well, that radio silence isn't only limited to Twitter accounts, YouTubers, and journalists. It goes right back to government investigators and courts, like from the investigation from the New York AG. The last half of 2019 was filled with details being dropped, leaked, and revealed regarding the case. It progressed from month to month, but since December, silence regarding what is happening. So what is the last thing we know from each side, Tether and the New York AG? Well, they both filed their appeal arguments, as Tether and their cronies are trying to get the entire case dropped. The New York AG filed their arguments first on December 4th, 2019, of which the Tether cartel got to review and file their reply brief just a week later on December 13th. So the arguments are filed by both sides, but we need to dig into the New York AG's filing to see what is coming. Regarding Tether as a stablecoin, the New York AG found proof that they were lying to investors about the one-to-one backing. From the filing, the net results was that respondents had step-by-step dissipated the cash backing tethers, first by going from actual cash in hand to $625 million in an inaccessible crypto capital account, and then by replacing even that questionable source of backing with nothing more than a $625 million IOU from Bitfinex, an IOU that seemed unlikely to be repaid given that Bitfinex needed that money to satisfy withdrawals from investors on its trading platform. The upshot of these transactions was that tethers were no longer in any serious way backed one-to-one by US dollars. And the damaging evidence is who signed the documents for those IOUs. From the filing, transactional documents showed that Giancarlo Devancini, director of Bitfinex and Tether, appeared on both sides of the deal, signing the agreement on behalf of each company. But why did that money go missing? It was involved with some super shady dealings, including being some funds for the drug cartels. From this report, just put out weeks ago, titled The Dark Side of Latin America, Crypto Cartels, Carding, and the Rise of Cybercrime, they highlight what happened. In October 2019, an official of the Panamanian payment processing firm Crypto Capital was arrested as part of a Polish probe for allegedly laundering the proceeds of drug sales on behalf of an international crime group. Ivan Manuel Molina Lee was arrested in Greece and extradited to Poland. The Polish Ministry of Justice seized $350 million from a Polish bank, claiming that the funds were directly tied to the money laundering that Molina Lee conducted for the Colombian drug cartels using cryptocurrency. So losing $350 million for the cartels, you're in deep shit. And that has to be paid back. Who is going to pay it back? Well, after Ivan was arrested, ex-NFL Vikings team owner Reggie Fowler was arrested too. In connection, by December, it was announced he would be taking a plea deal, aka spilling the beans. But by the end of January, a month and a half later, he decided to reject it. Why the change of heart? Well, Bloomberg covered the rejection, and according to them, Reggie was supposed to surrender 50 bank accounts with $371 million in it. But Reggie said, nope, my family's life is more important. And isn't that amount so close to what the drug cartels are missing? So all of this craziness and developments came late last year or into the month of January, but 3 months have passed and no headline, no information, no nothing. Actually, there was, but for some reason, no major outlet covered it. But Law 360 did, if you dig like Dirk Diggler like me. Here it is, court weighs New York's investigative powers in Bitfinex appeal. So what happened? On March 22nd, a 4-judge appellate division panel questioned both counsel for Bitfinex Inc. and counsel for the New York AG on how much latitude the state has under the powerful Martin Act. Who are these justices? Judas Gish, Ellen Gesmer, Jeffrey Oing, and Peter Moulton. So these 4 decide the fate of this case. What did each say during the questioning? Well, Jeffrey Oing seems to be on the side of Bitfinex and Tether regarding the official injunction the New York AG put out, of which Tether is appealing. Jeff said this: "You've gotten injunctive relief in kind of an easy fashion. You secured an ex parte preliminary injunction in April 2019 by serving papers on Bitfinex's counsel, not even the company itself." He then voiced concerns that if the government prevails here, he said, a very clever lawyer will look at that and argue he doesn't have to serve the papers on the defendant, only their attorney. Oing then pivoted by talking about the targets of the AG's investigation, Bitfinex and Tether. He said, "You're shutting down the companies." But then Assistant Solicitor General Philip Levitz, representing the New York AG, said, "We're not shutting down the companies. All this is really about, in my understanding, is documents." Justice Judas Gish then responded with this: "If you win it, the whole order stays. The trial court judge's decision encompassed more than just a subpoena for documents." Besides concerns about the state's powers, the panel also cast doubt on the utility of denying the Attorney General's investigative request. Justice Gish said this: "But what are we dismissing? It doesn't put an end to their investigating. The Attorney General can simply serve another subpoena if this one is tossed out." Absolutely. IFNX counsel Charles Michael of Steptoe & Johnson LLP said and agreed. They've got the tools in their toolbox. Then here we are again, Justice Geesh said, alluding to a probable repeat of the current arguments. Finally, the Justice Panel reserved judgment on the appeal, which if you don't understand court jargon, it means delaying the process of giving a decision or opinion. So we didn't get to hear much from Peter Moulton or Ellen Gizmer, but to me it sounds like Wang is on Bitfinex's side and Geesh is slightly on the government side. They are split. That is why they reserved judgment. They couldn't decide. So my friends, this is big. The case and the outcome is huge for the entire crypto markets. And I can't believe it's not being followed closely by the major media outlets. Maybe Chico Crypto should create something to compete with the likes of CoinDesk, Cointelegraph, and others. It's coming, and it's coming soon. Cheers, I'll see you next time.